Hey guys, so let's do our forecast for 2021. So how this works is I'm going to take 12 cards for each month, and the last card I take is the overall for the year. Too many. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, overall this year. Alright, so the overall here is, I will show you, is we got the Three of Wands in reverse. Returning home, holding on to the past, unhappy with choices. Alright, so that's the overall energy I'm getting. Alright, so let's talk about the Two of Swords here. At a crossroads, avoiding the truth and tough choices. Looking especially in the United States at political standpoints, this makes a lot of sense, as well as overall with COVID situation. Alright, so we got the Strength here in reverse for February. Vulnerability, weakness, and self-doubt. This is kind of giving me some ideas that we're going to have to, I think, take a more compassionate route when it comes to how to handle COVID. I also see us having to admit weak and strong point, like more weakness within our government systems, because we are going to have to deal with this vulnerability and change them. I'm also getting that a lot of us are going to go through a period of time where it's going to feel like COVID's never going to improve. So, I feel like that's going to be the start for, like, quite some time here. Nine of Cups is January, February, March now. So, shattered dreams, underachieving, negativity. Again, our plans that 2021 is going to be better or like the idea that COVID's just going to be gone this year is not going to happen. April here, we have traumatic events with the Ten of Swords, paying the victim in immense pain. Ooh, I don't like this. Let me grab one of these. Does this mean COVID is going to worsen? Got the Nine of Cups here. Let's grab the book. Because each deck takes these cards a little differently, so I'd like to consult the book. Let's look at here. We got the Nine of Cups here in reverse. So shadow, pleasure seeking, and gluttony. We got the Two of Swords in reverse. Lies and disloyalty. And the Nine of Swords. Fear, nightmare, obsessive, negative thinking, tears, death, deception, and shame. Okay, I'm really hoping I'm wrong here. I do see some sort of political issue coming in April, where there is going to be a lot of deception involved, where the public has been deceived, and it's going to get exposed, it's going to cause a lot of suffering for a lot of people. The other thing I see here is this could be a very major traumatic world event. This is not COVID. This is something more sudden. I would hate to say, like, could be a natural disaster, but it feels man-made. It could be some sort of shooting or some other form of terrorism. It's gonna be big. It's gonna affect, like, a large amount of people. It's gonna cause a lot of pain. And it's not gonna be just limited to one country. There's a lot of countries involved, I'm getting. Yeah, that's, and I'm seeing with this that there will be a lot of corruption when it comes to this event, and a lot of, like, deception to the public. That. However, after this disaster in April comes May, we have the star here, faith, renewal, and healing. So after, like, these not so great start of 2021, you're going to see a turnaround come around May. And, like, at least the public thoughts and feelings. However, I do think there could be issues with finances, with the economy. Because we have the Five of Coins here is financial hardship, left out in the cold, and struggle. So I feel like there is going to be, like, an economy dip that may be caused by this event, not necessarily COVID. That's kind of what I'm getting. Then we have the Four of Cups here, so now we're in, I don't know, January, February, March, April, May, June, July here. Apathy, meditation, and regret. This definitely still has political undertone to it. I feel like there is going to be regret in electing certain people into office, because it's going to turn out things aren't going to go the way they hope for 2021, and a lot of people are going to be like, I made a big mistake. And there may also be a reflection on, especially, like, definitely heavy politics here, but it could also just be reflection on how COVID was handled, because I feel like it is not over. Our, like, definitely struggles are not done until at least mid 2020 here. Going to August, we have conviction, defiance, stand your ground. So it looks like this political unrest is not going to end in anytime soon. And it's kind of going to get to a point where it's going to be standing our ground and our values. Because there's going to be opposition to it. I'm also getting challenging authority. So this protesting is not going to stop, and it's almost necessary. It's almost like it's something that has to happen, is a kind of energy I'm getting here. So going into September, we have the Chariot, which is also the news card, is also control, focus, and willpower. So this is, I kind of take this as recovery of the economy. It's going to happen by sheer force and will of, like, just a human spirit I'm getting. It's humanity's will to survive that's going to recover everything. It's going to help the world economy recover from all this. Because here in October, we get inheritance, financial security, and family. So by October, things are going to be now stable once again. And there's going to be a lot of money flow happening. The economy is going to recover in around October time. And going into November, we have the Knight of Wands here, which is fearless, risk takers, and free spirits. A lot of people say that there's going to be reflection of how the 1920s was, and the kind of and how they had to deal with the Spanish flu. Is we're going to have a similar thing. And according to my cards here with the Ten of Coins, the financial recovery, the Knight of Wands is like a like people coming back to normal and finally being able to do things they want and being able to be free is going to reflect this. Like, I'm seeing a whole new age of humanity we're going to go into. And the last card for December of 2021 is Ace of Wands, which is breakthrough, inspiration, and new direction. So, a lot of people talk about how COVID was sort of in a way meant to happen. Now, here's the thing: these kind of things are unpredictable. Now, we haven't dealt with any sort of major pandemic in many, many years. So it was a ticking time bomb of when it would happen again. So this is not fully unexpected that this happened. There was plenty of warning signs leading up to this. However, in the bigger scheme of things, there does seem to be implication that this COVID and our current political situations are meant to happen to change humanity's direction. So we're entering in a new age for humanity. So let me take you guys a little closer so you can kind of see. Still can't see. Sorry, I gotta figure out this camera, but yeah, this is our 2021 here. So let's look at this overall, though, real quick. Because it talks about returning home, holding on to the past, and unhappy with choices. So what does that even imply? Knight of Wands in reverse. Set of Swords in reverse. One more card, please. Just one. And the Lovers in reverse. Knight of Wands. Oh, that is for the wrong booklet. Over-impulsive young man. We got Seven of Wands here. Being overcome, losing battle, fights breaking out when not expected. And the Lovers, which is number 6 here. Prolonged relation with no real choice made, involvement in relationships, and void self-knowledge, unrequited love. So, this definitely feels political. There is going to be a young male that's going to be very involved in politics in 2021 that is very impulsive. It doesn't think their plans through all the way. And this is going to become a problem when there's going to be a stagnation in the political practice. And it's going to breed this unrest. So in like this August time, when it seems like things are calming down in July and people are taking time to reflect, you're going to see a spike again. Yeah, so it's someone who is almost kind of misleading the public and almost inciting, like, violent protesting. That's going to be interesting. This is definitely more directed towards the United States, which was not my intention, but I think in the whole scheme of the world, what happens in the United States plays a big role, because we are one of the major economies, so that makes sense why this pops up. Alright, so we're going to go put all these to the side here, because we don't need them. Don't need these anymore. However, I will still keep them separate for my own sanity. So, let's ask angels, ancestors, and spirit guides to give any advice towards the collective for 2021. That is a lot of cards. Let's try this again. I don't... 3 cards only. Collective advice for 2021. Alright, we're going to take these 4. Alright, here. So, we got this card. There you go. We have this one. This one. And this. So, what the cards we got here? We have the Water Guardian. Connect with your emotions. Again, we are going to have to come into 21 with a lot more compassion and understanding. We are going to have to, I feel, also connect to different viewpoints. We cannot continue this point of silencing people. We cannot continue this point of ignoring real emotions. Again, we have a tendency currently to belittle people's emotions. Like, say the whole Starflight culture, or like the whole generation's culture, for example, where it's like baby boomers versus Gen X versus millennials. These type of behaviors have to change, and we have to have more understanding towards the different experiences people have gone through. It's going to be awakening to both social awareness and like just awareness of nature, of everything. We are going to be we have to deal with these because we're going to be completely opening up whether we like it or not. Because with the High Priestess here and the White Witch, this tells me that everyone, and I mean the whole collective of people that are on Earth currently, are going to go through an ascension. This is, like, not a choice. Everyone's going to go through it. It's going to completely change everything. And so no, this is going to happen, and there's not much we can do about it. And springtime. Springtime is huge for all these events, for this happening. So I said around that April time, there is going to be a major event. Like, huge. April, June time, there is a major world event that's going to occur, and this is going to push this to happen. Because there is going to be a major world, like, everyone is coming together. Like, there was some sort of, like, this event that's happening is going to push a lot of world cooperation and everyone putting aside political and, like, religious things momentarily to come together. And when we do this, we see a huge ascension in humanity as a whole, because there is a general compassion, because almost everyone is going to be affected by this. Whatever this is, I'm not quite sure. Like I said, it felt like something major, possibly man-made. I'm hoping I am wrong about this, but there is definitely something in spring that causes this ascension. And lastly, I kind of take this as more advice. With the White Witch, it's all about surrounding yourself with positive people and a positive environment and getting rid of anything that's old and not serving you. This is kind of advice for everyone in the collective, because 2021 is still going to be a challenging year. This is going to push everything we've been going through since 2020 to the limit, and people are going to need to stay positive. Like, it's going to, like, 2021 is still sort of a battle, you could say. I also have this new deck here we're going to use for more guidance. This is the Awakened Soul Oracle deck. Now, I do need to pull out the book from this, because these cards are still brand new, and I have no idea what any of these are. So, we're going to ask for any additional guidance for 2021. Okay, that is plenty there. So, we got Vision, Simplicity, Labyrinth, Fun, Gaia. Okay, remember how I said I originally thought that this event may have been man-made? It could still be man-made here with Gaia. But it's definitely going to affect the environment, whatever it is. Or it could be like a huge natural disaster. Like, I'm talking major. Um, Okay, I'm starting to get a better idea what this could be. I want to show you this card up close. Do you see those 3 mountains there? I wonder if there's going to be an issue with a volcano. This is just random thought. As I said, this is not scripted. This is done as we're going. So there could be a major natural disaster involving a volcano erupting. Comes April. That's a possibility, or this could be referencing to a country in which this event is going to occur in that's very mountainous. Alright, so obviously I cannot fully predict the future here to tell you exactly what's going to happen. So let's just look at what the cards mean. So this vision here. Let's start looking. Alright, so overall the vision card represents the third eye chakra. So clarity, clairvoyance, sight, and guidance. Alright, so let's see here. You have received a vision card today as a sign to wait until you are very clear before making a decision. Look beyond what you are being shown. There are unseen energies in the universe all around us. Call on the magic of clear sight to aid you in your process. You may be called to work on your psychic development and clairvoyance. All energetic exercises that strengthen and stretch your psychic muscles are beneficial at this time. Like all muscles, you don't use it, you lose it. Close your eyes and shut out the noise of other people's opinions. Let go of what your senses may try to tell you if they aren't coming from a place of trust and wisdom. Can you see when your eyes are closed? Do you trust what you are being shown when you are open and connected to your guides? Another aspect of this card is to create a vision for yourself, your life and career. Create goals, look at long-term and short-term plans, be open to change, but inspire yourself by having clear vision to put your passion and talent behind. Next card we got was the Simplicity. So let's look here. Alright, so this card, again, the symbol is the guitar here. Clarity, clearing, decluttering, rising above, keeping it simple. Again, another strong message that we will be rising above our current ascension level here. Simplicity card has come to you today as a reminder to keep it simple. There's no need to complicate things. Keeping busy can distract you from what is really important or going on underneath the surface. This is just delaying what will happen anyways. So yes, there's something going on that most of us are not aware of that is coming to change everything. This card of keeping on track, avoiding distractions, and rising above the need to make things harder than it needs to be. If you are becoming distracted, come back to the why of your work and the source of motivation to get you back on track. Sometimes the simple solutions are best. Looking at this situation through the eyes of a child is good exercise. Stating what is and not what you think, or the story you have around the situation or person is also powerful. Find joy in the little things in life. They can be easily passed over, but be profound if you pay attention. Clear your mind and declutter your space, or delegating some of your workload, or taking time to reassess your current situation. I'm seeing a strong indicator that there are signs of weather to come, but we are ignoring them. I'm also getting that The solutions to our problems don't have to be complicated. They're simple and easy. We are making things more difficult for us than it has to be. Let's look at this labyrinth. So this is symbol, the stone labyrinth. Keywords: ritual, journey within, illumination, opening the self. It's time to rediscover yourself and your path. To take time and make the commitment to shine a light on yourself. To be open with new truths about yourself. This may require you to do something new and to trust the process of transformation. The Labyrinth card is a divine call to walk your talk. Know that you are aided through all the transitions you will face in life. You are always supported every step you take, even when you are not walking a spiritual path. You can't at all times, but the path will always be there when you are ready. This card represents the greatest knowledge and journey that you go through in life. To know thyself. Dare to go on an exploration to the center of your soul and to incorporate and embrace what you find there. You are being reminded to be in the present in your journey. Take time to be in the now and do not rush through or want things to happen before you are ready. We want the situation to change. But it's not time yet. I'm also getting that, again, this is a highly spiritual year I'm getting. And know that you are being guided by it. You're not alone. There is a guidance. There is a plan. I take this as humanity coming back to its purpose. Whatever that may be. I'm not quite sure what that purpose is, but it is being reminded we are being guided back to our true purpose. Now we got the fun card here. So we got clouds as a symbol in color. Laughter, joy, friendship, play, and carefree. It's time to play. As an awakened soul, you are sensitive to what happens around you. Life can get serious and heavy at times, demanding much of your energy. Shake it off. Be free and light. Seek out your idea of fun. Connect to your inner child and play the games you used to when you were young. Climb a tree or pretend to fly by jumping on a trampoline. Laugh till your belly hurts. Eat food with your hands. Play with your children. Play dress up. Allow your inner child to express itself. There is a huge healing power in fun. It refreshes your cells, gets the blood flowing, and does wonders for invigorating your emotions and mind. Fun is whatever immediately lifts your mood and places you in the moment. You can be transcending. When this card is pulled in a reading, you are encouraged to engage in spiritual play, laughing, yoga, hula hooping, ecstatic dance, and anything that brings your spirit into a form of joy. Again, this 2021 will be still a difficult year, but we have to try not to get caught up in the heaviness of it and still enjoy life. I'm definitely seeing there is a guidance despite all the spiritual energies. Like, we still need to be light. And enjoy life, be in the present, not worry about the future, not worry about the past, and just focus on what we can do now, what is now, and what we can do now. Like, that's the heavy thing, I feel like. A lot of people right now are worried about the future, but they need to focus on the present. What is happening now is more important than the future. What we choose now will change the future. It affects the future. Nothing is set in stone. We have free will on our path. Every choice we make in the present affects our future. This reminds me of the labyrinth with the concept of humanity being guided back to its true purpose. to be in our true purpose, we must not always be progressing through. We must focus on the present, because there is no future without being present. That's the strong message I'm getting here. And let's see what Gaia has to say. So Gaia here, symbols nature. Keywords: nature, sacred custodian, connection, healing, self-care, and motherhood. So let's look at the meaning here of this card. If you have received the Gaia card in your reading today, you are being asked to nurture yourself in a deep way. Self-care can come in many forms, but it has to be something that truly allows you to spend and allows you time and space to feel refreshed and recharged. You are being called to nurture the connection that you have with the sacred in your life, especially the sacred feminine. Take time to allow this space. This journey of the awakened soul is being in alignment with the natural rhythms of life, the cycles of seasons, the moon, and the magic and nature wonder that we are all gifted with. This card is also a call to arms to the sacred earth warriors who are the protectors of animals, children, and all living things on Gaia. You are being asked to put your spirituality into practice and be of service to others. Every little action helps. Every act of love and kindness creates positive change. Okay, so like I talked about, is there will be a call to action in 2021. Like in earlier, there is a strong suggestion that something is going to happen that is going to make everyone come together. We are going to have to act in the present, because if we don't act in the present, there is no future. I'm especially getting this year, it is going to become like there's going to be a more strong focus into our environment, because we are going to be forced to. Yeah, this is what's going to be happening for 2021. Outside of these cards, I am getting that, again, being in the present is where we have to be. I am pulling out my runes here, which I rarely ever use. We're going to pull these out for this reading. Yeah, even though 2021 is difficult, it is going to be a big year, very spiritual year, and there's going to be a lot of different callings. One more. Let's look at what we got here. The first one that came out is this one. What is that one? I gotta look. So we got the Wunjo, happiness and joy. This rune is well placed anywhere in your reading, especially if the future or outcome. A sign of happiness, strength, and deliverance. Asking person may be ready to enjoy well-earned change for the better. Another indication that there will be change that is for the better of all people. We got the, I can't say that, Yew, the journey of the dead. The yew was the first of all Odin's trees. He collected the souls of the dead before the journey to the underworld. This rune symbolizes, therefore, death or changes, breaking with old habits. It does not have to be negative, but can signify that the asking person is approaching a goal in a successful way. Again, I see this as a major change in how humanity functions. So we got harmony and fertility here. Connected with luck and good things in life, especially with goods and gold, mainly cattle in the beginning. It strongly associates with Taurus and the zodiac. So June time. Promised material goods, but warn against self-indulgence and temptation. One of the cards we got did talk about greed and gluttony. So kind of a confirmation of what we need to be careful of. Now we got this little arrow type thing. War and courage, symbol of courage and devotion. At the same time, sun's mighty masculine power can appear together with passion, which brings good fortune. Wait on patience, reminder that some rules must be followed. Encourage to stand on your own feet and have faith in yourself. Positive actions and perseverance prompt respect. So, this call to be action is, I definitely think, going to change the future of politics. A lot of people that are going to be involved in the politics of 2021 are going to be big players for decades to come. I am also seeing that this is a reminder almost that we are all going to need courage to get through this year. We cannot be afraid of the future. We need to live in the moment. And this is also an indicator that challenging things is okay, but we have to do it in a way that is not destructive. It's also another message I'm getting with that particular card. Alright, card, it's a rune. Ah, I gotta figure out what this one is. Feel like it's this one, which is the Sun, good health. Prosperity and luck, the asking person's natural ability should come out and be used positively so they can reach their full potential. Success and creative will. Now and then, I have no idea. Some of this has very bad grammar. Yeah, so, like, we definitely will see COVID go away with this good health here. Things will improve in that aspect. So, that's 2021. A lot of messages that it's going to be a spiritual year. Very spiritual. Again, for quite some time in some readings I did not share. This was personal dreams. Another things I would get and interpret is that there is a major change coming. I've known this for quite some time. I think this has been going on for years. The 2017 to 2018 range, there are a lot of people that went through a lot of spiritual experiences. I don't think this is a coincidence. This was helping us lead up for this 2021 range.